Welcome everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Kifilo Mang. Please do subscribe to my channel. Don't hesitate to hit the thumbs up button if ever the content conveyed on my video is fruitful to you. All right. Today I just want to share I just want to share a business idea, not even a few business ideas, but a business idea with you. And this business idea, it's an idea that has been covered by many people, and I believe that even you guys know about it. Okay, so this is a business whereby you'll be offering extra lessons for school kids, okay, or helping the school kids with their homeworks. All you need to do is to identify which subject were you excelling on at school. I mean, you can assist them not only with science or maths, even essays, reading, and etc. So there's so many things that you can cover with the school kids. So most people I know, when they think about this business, or most of the people who went into this business, most of them, they went targeting the higher level, meaning your varsity level and your grade 12, grade 9, grade 11s, grade 12s, so now with me, if me Kifilo was to start this business, so I just want to share with you, why would I target that particular sector or pace within the schools. Okay, so like I said, that for you to start this business, if you are looking at the higher grades, I mean, I'm talking about the grade 6, grade 7s, grade 8, grade 9s to matric. Yes, you just need to identify a subject that you are good in, that you are passionate about, that you are excelling in, and then maybe that's the subject that you should then tackle. You should then offer extra lessons based on that particular subject. Okay, have tend to realize that the foundation phase, particularly the foundation phase, I don't think they are getting intensive learning or attention, because I feel that the teachers have been bombarded with a lot of syllabus work to cover with these children, so I am not pinpointing any finger to the teachers or the schools. Okay, so I feel that the teachers have been given a lot to cover, a lot of work to cover at in a specific time frame, with these kids. So hence, if I was to start this business, I would go more for the foundation phase. I think the foundation phase is formed of grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, if I'm not mistaken. So I would gun to offer extra lessons to the foundation phase. Okay, not that those who are offering extra lessons to the grade 10s, grade to the higher grades, they are not doing a good job. That is also a good job. All I'm saying is, sometimes, you sitting there, you thinking, okay, I was not good in maths, I was not good in English, I was not good in, you don't find a particular subject that you are really excelling on. However, you find that you have the skill, you have patience, and you have a skill of how to explain, politely, getting someone to understand, particularly children. So that is a skill on its own that you can actually utilize to actually teach the children, because at foundation phase, their syllabus is not really intense in terms of tricky. It's just that they are kids. Okay, their minds are still young. They need to learn what is one, what is two, what is three, what is A, what is B, what is C. So now they just need a person who is patient and polite to explain to them and to take them through this, not only within a space of 2 days or 3 days, but within a period of time for them to learn. Hence, I would go for those. Right now, I mean, the syllabus, I feel that it's very, very, very quick. It's very, very uh, um, fast for the kids, at those grades. Hence, to me, when I'm looking now, uh, and I'm analyzing it, I'm comparing it to my time when I was doing my grade 1, my grade 2, my grade 3. The system that time, the syllabus was more accommodative for us, you know. Hence, I feel that most of us, we managed to actually learn. We were not doing the sing-alongs a lot, you know, that time. Right now, the kids of right now are very good on sing-alongs. And when I say sing-alongs, I'm talking about, you know, if you take your child right now, maybe your child is in grade R or grade 1, and you do alphabets with them, they sing along. They don't even identify. If you put an alphabet here for the child to identify, what is this alphabet? Just one alphabet here. And you ask your child, what is this alphabet? The child that cannot identify what that alphabet is. So they are more tuned, they are more into this melody. So once you say alphabets, the child knows that it's A, B, C, and there's even a pattern that they use how to call them out, you know. It's either it's in a song format, that type of a thing. And now they are tuned. Why I say they are tuned is because now when they call out these alphabets, they now know, oh, it's A for apple, B for banana, what. So they know that after A it's B, after B it's C. However, if you were to actually mix the letters around, where you put C at the front, you put maybe C, I mean A in the middle and D at the back or whatever, as long as you just mix them around, you find that the child cannot identify the C. The child will still sing along to A, B, C, because you said we are doing alphabets, right? So they just go on that tune. So that's something I've realized. So we need, if you have the skill to teach, or the patience skill, you know, and the explaining skill to a child, then you can actually do these type of extra lessons, where you are offering extra lessons to kids for foundation phase particularly, and you are teaching them their alphabets, their vowels. You are teaching them how to count numbers, and you are teaching them shapes, colors. So if you don't know, I know not everything am I saying here, it's the things that they are covering only at grade 1. There's a whole lot more that they are covering. So what you can do, if you say, okay, now I don't even have teaching qualification, I don't know how to go about it, the syllabus and all of that. Like I said on my first video about how to obtain a skill without any payment, what you can do is, it's either you consult within the family. Maybe there's people who are teachers within your family. If ever you don't have teachers within your family, and you don't have teachers within your neighborhood, then just go to the nearest schools around you, primary schools, and talk to the teachers who are teaching foundation phase, and try together, what is the syllabus, what are the things that they cover at that level. Remember, guys, careful also, don't go there and think that they are going to give you their study material. That's not the aim for you to go to get the study material from them. However, if you are able to get it, then good for you. But when you go there, you are going there to get just the concept of, oh, we are doing numbers in grade 1, we're doing numbers from 1 to 100, that type of a thing. Okay, we're doing colors, we're doing shapes, we're doing this, we're doing that, you know. Okay, at grade 2, we're doing numbers from 101 till 200, perhaps, that type of a thing, and all of that. Grade 3, we're doing addition, minus, plus, you know, we're still teaching them those ones. We haven't even reached the dividing, the multiplication, whatsoever. So that's what you want to know. And then once you have gathered that, okay, you guys cover 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 paces, then it's to you to go to your nearest library, to go and do your own, design your own syllabus. They've got books there that are workbooks that you can literally make copies of. So unfortunately, that's the pinch that you might have to feel. However, if you are able to start this business without incurring those printing costs, please do so. You are more than welcome to do so as well. So reason why I'm emphasizing on foundation phase right now, guys, is because I believe that this is the market, this is the niche. market to target really, because first of all, we as parents, okay, you find that we go to work. I mean, you go into work from 8 o'clock until 5 o'clock. You knock off at 5. You're tired. Some of us are even doing some studies. We have like institutions that we've registered with, that we are pursuing our studies with, and some they've got like, what I'm trying to say is that as parents we have a lot going of, and that's a lot of our own basically. So our schedules are packed. So you find that when you get home, even if when you try to help your child with the school homeworks, it's not, you don't have a lot of time to invest or to take into helping the child with the school homework. So you kind of like help, you do help the child, but it's the same with this, it's within the same pace as the teacher at school, in a way where you are just rushing through as well, you know. So due to that, because the parents are so swamped, I believe that this is a niche market that people or someone can go into and offer these lessons, okay. And look, these lessons you can offer them, you don't even have to look into premises, okay, where you are incurring premises. You can offer them within the comfort of your home. However, due to the kidnapping rate of South Africa in terms of children, it would be best if you offer this service whereby you actually go at their homes to go offer them those extra lessons. However, if people are comfortable with bringing their kids to you, to your house, then good for you. Then you take the opportunity. Okay, so remember, in this type of business, you're going to be charging per hourly or per 30 minutes or per day. I don't know how you want to structure your business, whether you want to do it on Saturdays only or you doing it after school, that type of a thing. And this, look, it's going to form also, it's an addition. Just think about it. It's an aftercare service. At the same time, it's an academic learning center basically for these kids, you know. So, like I say, this is a niche market. It depends on how are you going to tackle it, and whether you're going to be able to offer good service, get good reviews from different parents of the kids that you have taught. If you get good reviews, then this will put you in a very good mark, whereby people are gonna come bring their kids to you basically. So now, the main purpose again why I say foundation phase, okay, and this I'm talking morely looking at the government schools, okay, because private schools they differ as to how they carry out their syllabus. Some private schools have even smaller classes, you know, so the way they deliver their syllabus and all of that, so you find that they are already covering all this basically. So there are kids, because of the due to the low numbers of kids in the classrooms, you find that the kids they grasp, actually they get intensive learning, versus the government schools whereby the kids, you find that there's 40 kids or even 50 kids in one class, you understand. So the teacher is just also going through the syllabus that they are given within that sector, and they are rushing through, they are brushing through. Not that they are not doing a thorough job, they are doing a thorough job. However, the problem is that they have been bombarded with a lot of work. So hence now we find that there's teachers, and please do hit the comment box if there's a teacher out there within my audience. Do hit the comment box, leave a comment there. I stand to be corrected, okay? I stand to be corrected. My word is not a rule. My word is not a golden rule, okay? There's kids who reach grade 4, grade 5s, not knowing how to construct the proper sentence. Not even, I'm not even tapping on the grammar part, okay? I'm just talking about just to say, just to write a sentence. There's kids who reach those levels without writing, without being able to construct proper sentences. And at the same time, also there's Elson classes that have been introduced in the government schools, you know, where we say it's learners with learning disabilities or learning challenges, let's just say. Not so now, one, you could say those are classes dedicated to the slow learners. So these classes being dedicated to slow learners, they are supposed to be covering the syllabus, but at a slower pace, you know. So you find that you go to these schools, you will find kids in these, you will find kids in these classes. And I'm talking now at primary level. You find kids at these classes and young kids. Yes, there are those who have learning challenges, let me tell you purely. They do have learning challenges. However, there are those. In fact, it's not a learning challenge. What is happening there? It's the child needs more time to grasp. And if the child is to be given that opportunity whereby they get a person who's explaining to them the work and everything and what, let me tell you, that child will fall under the normal standard or the normal level of thinking and working like of other kids, of their peers. Okay, so meaning that child can move out of Elson to a normal grade, basically. So most of the time we don't know as parents again, because you are so swamped and then you are told that your child is a slow learner and whatsoever, those type of things. And then hence we find again parents, they fight when they say your child has failed grade 1, and people are like, how grade 1 ya fail? Since when is grade 1 being failed? No, no, those type of things. And then people now, the parents, they've got the energy actually now to actually go and confront the teacher about this. Okay, yes, let me tell you, grade 1 ya failure, grade 2 ya failure. So now what needs to happen is we need to take action early enough in our in our kids' lives, basically, as parents. However, I understand that sometimes, even when you want to take action, you find that you don't have facilities, you don't have people who are offering those extra lessons for these kids, particularly the foundation phase. Hence, I say, if it was me, and today, hence, I'm sharing this idea with you. Perhaps you don't know what to do. You have just finished your matric. There's no money to take you to further your studies and all that. You know, finances are not gathering up. So this is something that you can do. You can start and start teaching these kids. If you don't know how, go to your nearest school, get what syllabus are they teaching and all of that, and then find someone to mentor you within the teachers who are already in that grade 1s and grade 2s and grade 3s. They can actually mentor you, some of them, at their personal time, basically. And then you then learn how to deliver, how to transmit the message to the young mind. Okay, how to plant a seed into a young mind, basically. Then you are in business. Then you are in business. That's all that you need to do. Because I feel that this should even be carried at the level of a daycare center, let me tell you. However, most daycare centers, some daycare centers, they fail within Kasi to achieve this, because they tend to actually go into that system as well of the sing-alongs, where they teach kids the sing-alongs, basically, not for a kid to identify and learn. So the child must know, even if A stands there, the child should know this is A. So that's what you need to do. Don't tune the children. Don't put them into a tune mode. Rather, you want to teach them. So I feel that that is the pace that needs to be given more attention in terms of extra lessons, okay? And guys, please do note that the decision to take, like each and every, the basis of every decision, particularly in a trade where monetary value is involved, is the pricing. Please do price yourself well. Don't go price yourself too high. And yet, I'm not saying to be cheap. but don't put yourself too high, because if you are too high, then there's no one who's going to see. People, yes, they will feel they have a problem, but now another problem is, how if I take my child there, I don't have money to pay there. She's charging too high. So you try to be reasonable. Try to be reasonable with pricing, because the basis of every decision where monetary value is involved, unfortunately, is what is the value involved. Can I afford this value? Okay, so please go think about it, and if ever you are interested into embarking on this journey, do your own proper research. Like I said, my word is not a golden rule. All I'm doing here is sharing my life's opinions and experiences with you. Yes, I have at some point opened a daycare center, I think in 2010, if I'm not 2010, I think between 2011 and 2012. I opened a daycare center, Nourish Tots Daycare Center, in a village where my parents come from, where I was born, and it operated there. And when I opened my daycare center, immediately I told myself, I said, this daycare center, I want it to be an academic daycare center. I don't want it to be a daycare center like the daycare centers that were there within that geographical placing, because where I come from, the villages, the daycare centers which were there when I started operating, they were morely babysitting services, really, more than academic. Okay, so, and I realized that no, we can't be trapped in this just because people are staying in a village. Now, people were forced, when they want their children to start learning, from a young age at the daycare center level, people were now forced to take their kids out to the nearest towns to go and attend daycare centers and all of that. So I actually thought about it and I said, you know what, I'm not going to do anything new. I'm not gonna do, I did not invent, I did not come with an invention. No, I took what was out there here in Joburg that I saw, that because I was paying a daycare center every month for my child. So I actually took what they were doing here, and I actually approached the principal of that daycare center, and we sat down and started sharing a few things. Sorry, with me, and then from there, that's when I took it and I went and developed my own syllabus. I developed everything of my own materials, study materials and all of that, and then I went and opened a daycare center there, which was more of what we have here in Joburg when we say we're taking our kids to daycare centers, particularly those within the white communities. Okay, so that's what I did. I just delivered on that, and it was an academic daycare center, which from its first year, the first graduate to leave my daycare center to be registered in the local schools within the village, I got good reviews. I got good reviews. So hence I'm saying, if you open this type of a business, remember that this child that you're teaching is your bread and butter, not for that moment only, but even for the others that are coming, because this is your so if you are able to teach this child really well, when this child starts at school, the teacher is going to be asking, where does this child come from in terms of a daycare center, that type of a thing. And then the parent is going to be able to say, no, I was taking my child to this particular lady. She was teaching my child this and that and that and that. And so now the teachers are going to start recommending you within that local, your community, within the local schools, you understand? So that's how. And when you say, okay, because I know now I'm sharing this idea. So someone might be saying, but then, okay, she's sharing this idea, but how will I start my business? How will people know about me and all of that? Remember now, we have social media. However, I feel that we must not also capture ourselves with social media only. You will advertise yourself on your social media, your Facebook, your WhatsApps, and all of that. Still, please, your business is gonna be morely located within your geographical placing, right? Yes, the aim of every business is to grow. Go out of your geographical, don't only depend on your geographical placing, but also the surrounding areas as well. However, when you're beginning now, you want to target people who are closer as well, like within your community and all. So I would suggest that you advertise yourself, same as the way transport drivers do, transport owners do. They go to the schools, particularly on the first day of the school. They are there to give out their business cards or whatsoever. So you may not have money to print a business card. You don't have to print a business card, because now when you print in business cards, maybe they want 500 or 1,000 rand for so many business cards, or 500 for so many business cards. So you can just simply spend on printing, whereby you just go print a flyer, just a leaflet, your A4, just an A4 page like this one, whereby your A4 page, you are able maybe to take about 5 flyers out of your A4 page that you can give away. That's all that you can do. And if you don't have money to go print, you have pen. You have a pen and you have an exercise book, then you can do the same thing. It's just that, yes, you just have to, you're going to write out a lot. But if you are able, if let's just say you have about 100 rand, you can go do the flyers that are equivalent to 100 rand, and then you then start giving out those flyers to maybe certain schools. You go to them, you speak to them, if ever you can leave them at the reception area, and they can then show it to the parents whatsoever. Or you don't even have to do the flyers, the handouts. You can even print the A4 pages with your 100 rand, and you just paste them at the reception area window or whatever. They can just paste it there. You just go ask. It won't hurt for you to ask. If they say yes, then you can paste it there. If they say no, you have an option of standing outside the gate giving out the flyers. That's all. You have an option to stand outside the gate and give the flyers. And in some schools, yes, you are able to go in first day. Most parents, they bring their kids with to school. They bring their kids to school, so you can give it to the parents. You can go stand closer to the grade 1 classes, give away your flyers, basically. So that's how you can market yourself, as well as with your social media as well. So then you can gather your first clients that way. So that's all that I wanted to share with you today, basically, to say there's a business out there that you can go and start without you having to break anyone's bank balance, inclusive of your own. Perhaps you don't even have a bank balance, but there's a business that you can start even without that bank balance, really. And you can just charge per hour, or per every 30 minutes, or you can do lessons for Saturday, basically, where you charge for Saturdays. So according to your schedule, according to your availability. So that's all that I wanted to share. Please do remember that this is your life journey, and therefore continue making fruitful changes to it. No one will take charge of your life except you. So therefore, take charge. Thank you.